Assalamualaikum. I am Dishan. Please subscribe my YouTube, like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Digital processor to monitor the muscular energy drop in surface electromyograms contents abstract production objective surface electromyograms neuromuscular electric stimulations muscular contraction permanent parameters NMES control system digital processing unit DPU consolations abstract. This research aims to develop sports instruments for motor rehabilitation treat, treatments of double injured individual. The objective is to monitor to serve muscular energy decreasing as a function of the exercise time in order to avoid the total muscular structure fatigue mainly when under effects to neural muscular electrical stimulation EMS. It was carried out an entailed study over the electric activity of the clinically normal muscular groups under voluntary contraction and of paralyzed muscular groups under electrical stimulation having been subjected to a specific mathematical processing to extract the spectral parameter that best called quantify, quantify the myoelectric manifestations of fatigue abstracts based on the selected parameter to monitor the muscular energy decreasing. It was processed an MES control system which means unit the digital processing unit was specified developed simulated and validated using MATLAB DSP toolset and the hardware description language. Introduction. A normal neuromuscular system is able to evaluate the quantity of metabolic energy necessary to generate force and movement in a finely controlled manner. This control is only possible due to the capabilities of the central nervous system to activate each individual motor unit using a multiplexed space-time description. The activation of the motor units uh, is done according to a function rating that varies depending on the request resultant force. As much strength is requested from the muscular structure, as bigger will be frequency of the activations impulses time and the quantity of activated motor unit space. When the capability to use brain processing to active muscular groups is lost due to medicular injury, it is possible to subject the motor units to the surface NMES beyond other clinic except the NMES contributes to muscular reduction, osteoporosis and atrophy prevention, reduction of these spectritis, constrictures and edemas, increasing the blood circulation, increasing in muscular strength and resistance, improvement of the radioplementary capacity, avoiding impaired organic rejection due to use of the surface electrodes. Describe all benefits of anemia treatments can be bring to the patient, it may subject to the muscular groups to be phenomenon is fatigue. This is due to the fact that names activities a large amount of motor units at the same time and to the maximum strength. Any muscular structure is subjected to the myoelectric manifestations of the footage when exposed to the recurrent, persistent, intense, static, or dynamic effect. By following the NEMS motor rehabilitations treatment of medulla injured patient, it was clearly observed that the muscular groups reduce the response tend to become totally repulsive as a function of the exercise time and the stimulus wave form by charging amplitude, frequency, and active regions of the uh, stimulus waveform. It was possible to the prolongate the exercise session depending on the user psychology, muscular sessions, and the maximum fidget for anomalies. The maximum fidget occur when a muscular groups become temporarily uh, responsive to any stimulus waveform. The muscular excitations is the point of the failure of the muscular group strange for a specific waveform. Formally, the muscular group that reach exhaustion but max fatigue can still uh, respond to a different stimulus waveform. Muscular fatigue is the point of failure of the muscular energy for motor exertion purpose. That the fatigue is indefinite as the instant when the muscular group is no longer able to sustain upper diameter for it is common knowledge that the fatigue is a continuous phenomenon that start manifesting since the very beginning of the contraction and can be somehow moderated since then. Introduction. The clinically normal individual, when having a specific muscular group subjected to maximum street condition, will perceive this theoretical theoretical energy reduction long before any visual to mechanical manifestations. This is only possible due to feasibility pain in the affected region. In most cases, the medical injured individual does not have the sensibility in the stimulated region and therefore will not be able to perceive the energy reduction during the NMS exercise. Objectively analyze the electric manifestation of the muscular fatigue phenomenon, develop sport instruments for motor the particular injured individuals, motor the progressive reduction of the muscular energy through muscular contraction parameters. Purpose NMS control system developed the digital processing the unit using hardware description techniques, validated scientific and the technological part with metric digital signal processing toolbox. Surface electromyogram monitoring the muscular exertion to prevent fatigue is probably the most prominent clinic application of the surface electromyogram. The electromyogram is the most commonly used way to represent the summations of contributions of all motor units relatively simple to obtain sampling and storage. It measures the potential generated in the conductor volume involving the fiber of each motor's unit, supplying information related to the anatomy and psychology of the muscular groups, length, depth, width, fiber, orientations of the navigation zones. A symbol of my electric activity of Voltnier contraction, neuromuscular electric stimulation during the volunteer contraction to the motor until potential are asynchronous, while in the anonymous contraction the motor unit potential are synchronized with the stimulus impulse, which will be of great value of available the electric manifestation of fatigue. In general, there are suggestions that the frequency of the stimulus signal should be into the range from 16 to 40 Hz and the active period from 160 US 1600 US continuous or intermittent. Simple of myoelectric activity of electric simulated conduction. Conduction velocity CV. The conduction velocity is a psychology parameter will know for being related to the type and diameter of the muscular fiber on concentration, hydrogenic potential, pH, and firing rate of the motor unit. It measures the speed that the SEMG travels through a per determined distance. The conduction velocity demands at least two sets of electrodes, which is a mechanical disadvantage. Also, the auto coloration and cross coloration colors may compromise the operation in real time. The following four parameters demonstrate more convenient resultant waveforms since they are based on the calculation of the energy of the EMG. RMS root mean square, ARE average rectified value है DM MDF medium frequency, MNF mean frequency.